Hello, everyone. You're welcome to another episode on the Couch Talk show on HafrikTv. And my name is Olayemi. In the studio with me today, I have a DJ. I think this is the first time we're having a DJ in the studio. But first, before I introduce the DJ, let me tell you who are the sponsors of this show. Are you ready, guys? This show is proudly sponsored by...
Welcome to ISNL Clothing Brand, where we sell uniquely designed clothes to customers belonging to the Generation Z and Generation Y demographic who particularly enjoy having a good time. At ISNL Clothing Brand, we pride ourselves on having clothing designs that specifically appeal to our targeted audience at affordable prices, of course. Our motto is and will always remain the same. Live the life you love the life you live. Shop now at ISNL Clothing and enjoy the stylish movement.
So now let's get back to the show. Are we ready? Are you ready, my bro?
I'm very ready.
My DJ.
Always.
All right, in the studio with me today, we have DJ Bullot of Cheyenne. Let's clap.
Thank you very much.
Standing ovation for you.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. My full name is...
Your full name,
My full
everything.
name is Niteka Bristoni, and people know me as Bullot, and I'm just a guy who create cool stuff.
Cool stuff. When you say cool stuff, what exactly of cool stuff are you talking about?
I mean, I'm talking about all the stuff I'm interested in, because I'm kind of like in so many like diverse type of things. So I do a lot of things, like attach art, music, photography, everything that touch art actually. Yes.
So when you say, because I introduced you as a DJ,
Yes.
everybody knows you as a DJ.
Yeah.
So how would you tell them that, okay, I'm not just doing DJ, I also do this, I also do that? How would you, can you be specific with the exact things you do?
Okay, so like basically I use DJing as a way to actually as the first step to connect to people. But then after, I'm trying now to blend everything together so that people can actually understand that it's not just something that is in a box. It's like a whole vision that is
it's a whole lot.
Yeah, so like right now, I'm still like a work in progress, but hopefully like more works will be coming out very soon.
Nice one. So my next question now is that, how long have you been in China?
Hey, that's a tough one. Hey, oh my God.
You don't
think? I've been in China since 2016.
2016.
Yes.
That's 8 years now. I'm counting.
8 years now.
Okay.
And like with the time of COVID, I had to go back home. But but right now I'm back in China, and it's been almost 1 year. I just relocated to Cheyenne.
Oh, so you were in which city before?
I was living and based in Beijing.
Beijing.
Yes.
When you arrived at 2016, what was your impression about China itself around 2016 when you came?
Okay, there is a lot that was going on in China, like during that time. I don't know if you can notice, like back in the time, the China we used to know back in the days is not the China we are seeing now.
True.
It's a whole
different thing now.
World. You understand? So like before, it was quite very open. It was a very open place and very diverse.
Yes.
With a clash of so many things. So like to actually find your way in a space like this, it was actually kind of hard, because like you meet people, you guys are not even talking the same language.
Yes.
That's number one. So like there is a lot of language barrier. I'm talking about culture. I'm talking about so many other things.
Yes.
So it was a whole different world for me, but it was kind of exciting because I've never seen any other place that is like China, you know. Yeah, so yeah, that is just all I have to say about it.
That's a nice review.
Yeah.
I think everybody went through their own phase. You know, when you're coming from a place like Africa and you just came to China with more, you know, there are some countries that it was when I came to China that I heard about them.
Yeah.
So, and I see that, I'll be like, oh, so this country exists. You know.
Actually, I was actually very surprised. I was very surprised by China because in the beginning, before I came in here, I was kind of like creating some images. You know, like when you are trying to go somewhere.
Yeah, you're picturing it.
You are picturing it, and you be like, okay, this place will be looking like this.
Yes.
You know, this and this. But then what I had in my mind was completely wrong. Because this place is actually like, I would say you can find literally anything.
Yes.
You know?
Anything and everything.
And I was putting it in a small box, not knowing like how big China is. You know? Yeah. Because like they might even say it like, okay, China is one of the like most powerful countries in the world. You understand? But then you won't understand like the extent of it until you're here.
There. Yes.
You understand? People we picture China like, okay, it looks like this, traditional this, traditional that.
And with their way of doing things.
Yeah, the way of doing things and stuff. But then when you are here, that's when you actually get to experience the real China, you know?
Yes. Yeah. All right, so you're right. And my next question is, between all this experience you've experienced, based on the fact that, you know, the way you pictured China and the way it is, and people, before they even get to experience the real China, they have to be there themselves for them to understand. So now, you came as a student, I'm correct, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what inspired you, or how did you get into being a DJ?
First of all, I didn't start DJing in China.
Okay.
This is a story that starts since high school. Like in high school in Bujumbura, Burundi, I was kind of like that crazy dude in my high school, you know. That one who want to create parties, who want to do like different stuff, you know. And then I remember at some point in my journey, I didn't have enough money to actually hire a DJ, you know. So I was like, but then I can actually do this thing myself, you know. Like, because since I'm already like investing like my own money in my parties, I was like, you know what, let me just learn how to do this so that whenever I need it, I can actually do it myself. And that is actually how I started. Because and after over the years I got connections here and there, and this guy know another guy who know a bar or this, you know. And then next up, I'm playing in a bar, I'm playing in a club, and that is just how it started. And in China, I arrived in here as I would say like a beginner DJ, because I didn't actually know like how to use like this professional stuff. And in here, it's quite intimidating because like everywhere they were presenting me the highest kind of gear
that you're not used to,
that I've never seen before. Like I'm telling, I've never seen before, and I'll be like, okay. And I'm actually glad that those people were actually like have been able to actually trust me and trust my drive to actually let me try them, and then later and get used to you know, eventually to the kind of machine like professional DJs are using. And through my journey, that is how it started. And I think it started at a very, I think it pushed me to actually learn a lot about the craft and everything. And that's what brought me here.
So in a nutshell, it's like an enabling environment.
Yes, it's an enabling environment, especially if you are a very curious person. For the people who are not that curious, you might find yourself like stuck somewhere, you know. But then if you are very curious, you can learn a lot about this place, because they are very active, they are very intelligent people, and very fast at doing things. And which is one of the qualities I like about China.
That's true though. So my next question: How did you mix being an African? You understand, being an African, and then now you're a DJ in China. It's two different cultural understanding. Yes. You understand? So how do you mix that? How do you blend it? Do you think your background as an African that plays Afrobeat and all those kind of things, how do you blend that in being a DJ in China?
I actually think I'm not actually blending with Chinese culture or anything. Because me being in China actually solidified exactly like what I believe in and the kind of music I want to share, you know. And with time I've learned like the kind of culture they have in here. Yes, of course, I'm actually implementing some stuff I'm learning in China, because since like we are in this environment, it's going to affect you in some way or another, you know. But then in another way, I'm not actually trying to change like exactly like
what you
my cultural background or anything. I'm actually finding some similarities with Chinese culture, with my own culture sometimes, you know. And I'm finding some, like, let's say for example, like I'm making music and I'm seeing like one traditional instrument and it's sounding exactly like one traditional instrument I'm seeing back home, which makes us like even more connected. I understand that we're actually all one. We are not that different, you understand? So it actually solidifies like where I'm from and my culture. Yes.
Nice. You're being I like your answers. All right, so my next question to you is that in this, have you collaborated with any local artist or DJ in China? And also how did it go? What was the experience like?
Collaborating with locals, I've collaborated with so many locals actually. With everything that I'm doing right now, I wouldn't be able to do it without the
collaborations. Yeah, true.
The locals are actually the ones who are giving me such help, and I'm actually very grateful about that. And I'm meeting different people, like very diverse people that play instruments, people that that into like imagery, like photography, videos, stuff like that. And what my experience was is that most of the time they're actually very good people, very laid back people. Yes, and from what I saw, especially in Shenyang, because since I was in Beijing I couldn't find that texture I'm finding in Shenyang. In Shenyang, you will find some people who are actually in the element, you know, like they are actually specialized in that thing, and that's all they are doing. You understand? So it's actually, I'm actually having fun being in this city. Yes.
Like I said, I really like the way you respond to those questions. You know. All right. So my next question to you is that in Shenyang, where is your favorite place of performance? Do you understand?
In Shenyang?
Yeah, in Shenyang.
My favorite place. Oh my God, I actually like everywhere that I'm performing.
Okay, let me redraft the question.
Because it's actually a different vibe, you know.
Like different vibe in different locations.
Different location, different vibe, different people, different kind of connection.
Yes.
So like, and it's set up in a way where like I get to have like different flavors like all the time. So I cannot say like this is my favorite or this is my favorite.
Yes.
It's, all of them, they are very different and they have their own good sides. Yes.
So my next question to you right now is, as being a foreigner, created any opportunity for you being a DJ in China?
I mean, I will actually say that being a foreigner is actually a downside. But then, if you have the right skills and you have the right knowledge, I think you can actually create your own opportunities here, because there are so many, and people actually need your help in here. So many people, you know. But then the only problem is like as I will tell you, like right now, the DJ scene is actually an oversaturated scene. So
you have to be extremely
you have to be extremely hardworking different and have some different knowledge about different stuff, you know, because like they won't actually like give you the opportunity if you are actually just focused on one thing. You have to be like useful
you have to be extra.
Yeah, extra useful at some point, you know. Yes.
All right, so my next question is, what advice would you give an aspiring DJ or a musician or somebody into music to like what steps would you, because you said now the DJ scene, the DJ atmosphere is saturated.
It's saturated nowadays.
So now that means it puts every DJ on an edge of wanting to become, if not the best, at their game.
Yeah.
Right. So now my question directly is, what advice would you give that person, maybe somebody that's just coming from their country, but with the mindset of, I just love being a DJ, I want to be a DJ. How would you, because you are sitting down here with 8 years of experience, right? So you have seen a lot of things, you've had a lot of experience. So what would you tell that person that is aspiring to be a DJ or that is looking up to DJ Bullot, I just want to be like this guy and stuff like that? So what I would tell that person is, experiment as much as you can, research a lot, learn about your crowd. That's one of the most important thing actually that I've been able to even save me for years being a DJ, like knowing about the crowd you are going to play for. Yeah, because like in here you are going to find like so many different people and different countries and different cultures. So research about their music, their culture, like what kind of music do they listen to, you know, and try to find like a middle point, like where you can actually like play something that is enjoyable for them, because like at the end of the day they just want to have some fun. They are looking to have some fun, and don't make it so hard to actually do that by giving them too much of the things like they actually don't know, but actually try to connect with them and learn how to learn more about them. That is all I will say. No, that's beautiful. That's
beautiful. And one last thing, practice a lot, because I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people who are claiming to be DJs, but they are not actually wanting to practice their craft, and it actually doesn't make sense for me, because like,
so what's the point?
Yeah. And another thing also, being able to adapt, especially in China. That is one point I also saw in China. It's like you have to be able to adapt yourself to different kind of situations. Because like, for example, if I tell you like the crowd I was playing for like last year by this time is very different from the crowd I'm playing for right now. It's way different, you know. So like it's it's a good skill to be able to adapt yourself in different situations and learn about your craft, research, learn about the people you are playing for. Yes.
Man, this is I hope they listen because this is a very vital information. All right, so my question now is that what's the most memorable event that you've played in China? The one that you feel in your heart like, oh more this event, oh I know if you forget that. Which one?
I would say I had a dozen of those.
All right.
Yeah, I've had a lot, but then from the time I just came back, there is just this last event we just had with DJ Neptune. It was a memorable event because like that I was actually like very glad to just being able to play right next to DJ Neptune, and it's just someone that I look up to, someone that I admire, you understand?
I understand.
Like he has amazing music, has great energy, you know. So it was actually a very good moment, yes. Yeah. But even before, I've had like so many other events. Like I can even like mention like one event I cannot even forget. Like that was back in, I would say 2018 or something. I was with this record label. It was called Chinaman Yard. No, it's DB Bros Records, but right now it's called Chinaman Yard. And those people, they are Chinese but doing strictly reggae music. Yeah, so shout out to them even actually if they are watching. They are based in Beijing. They are based in Beijing, and they are really doing amazing, great works. Nice. And we had like a very big event where we had like up to I think it was up to 3,000 people. Yeah, it was actually huge, and actually that was my first time feeling like a crazy buff of energy.
You played for Chinese people.
It wasn't Chinese people only. Foreigners. It was foreigners and Chinese mixed. Okay. You know,
just
like
vibes on
vibes on vibe. And like that was the time where like we was like actually pushing this dancehall type of music, you know. Yeah. So it was quite amazing. I actually still remember big club, great energy with some of my people. It was really
big
good.
Shout out to them though for giving you that experience.
Yeah.
All right. So has living in China influenced your taste in your scratching or in your music? How you know, because normally I don't know about any other person though, but when you're coming from home, your taste is different. Yes. You understand? But
Definitely.
When you come here, the moment you're trying to, you know, as a DJ playing for people to enjoy, you are trying to also think about what they would like, how they would like their things, and all those big things that you have to think about. So now, has this influenced your own personal taste in music in general?
Definitely yes. I would say definitely yes, because I got to even discover some of the music I've never heard before also, which actually created a new vision for me. And I'm actually quite picky about what I'm playing right now. I'm very picky. I'm very selective, and I'm curating my playlist according to the people I'm going to play it for. And that is according to my taste and the people I'm playing for. Like there must be somewhere like a middle age I should like cut and, you know, to give them the best experience they can get, you know. Yes.
I understand. So what role does a foreign DJ like yourself play in shaping music, the music culture in Shenyang, and how? Do you understand my question?
I get it.
Okay.
I understand. And actually DJs plays a big role, like in general. DJs play a big role in culture shaping because like they are actually the ambassadors of the culture, you know. like if for example, if you see like your fellow African DJ, he's playing music and he's not playing like African music, he's playing something like you will be like, who is this DJ? You understand?
Yeah, I get that.
Why? Because he's actually representing that, like he's the ambassador. You understand?
At that point.
And if he's not standing for that culture, then he's standing for something else, maybe, and it's not something you thought he was representing. You thought he was representing this culture, but he's representing another culture. You understand? So like DJs play a big role, a very big role, and they are like I will say they are community builders. We build communities, people. We put people together. So like most of the DJs, especially in China, they actually don't understand that. They don't understand that they are community builders. They can actually put people together. And that is what's actually holding like people back. You understand? Yeah. But then yes, they play a big role. That's all I can say. Yeah.
I understand. Yeah. So, my final question, my final official question.
Yeah. Hey, oh my God.
All right, so what are the biggest lessons you've learned in being a DJ in China? Or, in China. Let me just say in China. I don't want to segment you to in Shenyang. So, what is that big lesson you've learned in being a DJ?
Big lesson. I wouldn't say just one big lesson, because once you become a DJ, it become part of your life, you know. It become part of you, and even the way like you do things, you are going to do it differently. Yeah. But one thing I've learned is that you have to actually be very disciplined to actually do these things. Very disciplined. Yes.
In what sense?
Yes, you might.
In what sense?
Huh?
In what
sense? In actually all kind of ways. All kind of ways. Even like in your actual life, you know. You have to be a very disciplined person. Because like, first of all, in here, people are very, let's say about time. Let's say about simple concept, time. Chinese people, they don't play with time.
Sure,
they don't play with time. You have to be on time. You have to be able to deliver exactly what they are looking for.
True.
You know, and if you are promising something, make sure you do that. Make sure you deliver. Yeah, and if you can't, inform. You understand?
In advance.
Yeah, in advance, so that like they can know exactly how to move, because this is like a very fast moving economy. Like they are not trying to wait for you, you know. And like another thing is like learning others, like as I said before, learning other skills helped me a lot, and that's why I'm coming back to being disciplined, because like in here you will find even like people hiring like female DJs. They are not even DJing. They are like playing maybe like a recorded set, you understand? And the girl, she's just dancing, you understand? Yeah,
she's just vibing.
But since she's a female DJ and people love it, that's it. That's all they need. You understand? Sure. Which means actually right now being a DJ is not actually a very it's putting it on a lower scale, you understand?
So you have to hype yourself.
So you have to hype yourself, you have to be disciplined, you have to learn even different other stuff, you know. Yeah, so that's one of the biggest lessons I actually learned.
Do you have any present project you're working on of yourself?
Right now, currently, being a DJ, I'm actually using it as I said before, I'm using it to connect people. But then right now, I'm working on music production, my music production skills. I'm trying to release as much music as possible and collaborate with as many artists as possible so that we can shape actually this culture together, you understand? Because like, since we are collaborating with people we know in this community, it's going to create that bond with us, like with everybody, and which is going to be really good. Yes, that's actually what I'm working on, and hopefully you guys and everybody watching this show will be able to hear some new music very soon.
All right.
Yes.
All right. I don't know if you have anything you want to say before we go finally.
I will have to say thank you very much for giving me this platform to express myself. And yeah, my name is Bullot. I'm from Bujumbura, Burundi, and I'm a guy who creates cool stuff. Like you said. As I said before. Yes. And I have a project outside. It's a new song, produced, mixed, mastered, shot, edited. I did everything myself. So please go watch the project. The project name is Joker by Bullot. You can type it on YouTube and all the platforms. And thank you very much for the support. Yes.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming as well.
Thank you very much for having me.
I hope next time when we call you, you get to...
definitely. I will definitely come back.
All right. Thank you very much for coming.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to ISNL Clothing Brand, where we sell uniquely designed clothes to customers belonging to the Generation Z and Generation Y demographic who particularly enjoy having a good time. At ISNL Clothing Brand, we pride ourselves on having clothing design that specifically appeal to our targeted audience at affordable prices, of course. Our motto is and will always remain the same. Live the life you love the life you live. Shop now at ISNL Clothing and enjoy the stylish movement.